Hello guys and welcome to another log of Digimon Vital Bracelet, and for today's log we are starting up Digimon Frontier EX Blitzmon DiM. Hatching an egg here, we're waiting for it. So for those who are wondering, hey, weren't we just in the middle of, Digimon Pendulum Color? Like, how come suddenly there's a log on Vital Bracelet? Unfortunately, at the time of recording this video, there's an untimely announcement by Vital Bracelet Arena, right? Bandai, I don't know what is going on, but yeah, they announced that they're going to shut down online service for the app by end of September. So that at the time of recording this video, we are about 1.5 months to 2 months away from this shutdown. So I'll check out that background. Right, so let's watch the hatching first while I continue talking about this. Right, let's see the hatching. But thanks to that announcement, I have no idea what kind of services would still be available after they withdraw their online support. Alright, that's his hatching. Here we have Choromon from Blitzmon, the baby Digimon for Blitzmon. So we'll just briefly talk about why we are doing this first before we continue with the log. So yeah, unfortunately, that means that we got to speed things up a little on some of the logs and contents that I have not covered yet, such as Blitzmon DiM is one example. Because I have no idea when they will withdraw the support for this for the app, although they say that it's still playable on offline mode, but we don't know what kind of changes there will be, and what if eventually you can still do codex, but what about things like your vital drinks, right, and the evolution timer? Are those technically considered online or offline services? We have no idea, because sometimes it's so laggy, because when you're trying to claim those items, especially getting those items from adventure mode. So will adventure mode still be available? Will we still be able to get items when we run adventure mode, or are those also withdrawn? And in that case, will all my vital drinks be forfeited? So all those vital drinks are very useful for raising Digimon on the Vital Bracelet as well as Vital Bracelet BE. So in short, without clarity on what is still available and whether all these items that we've been using on the app are still available, and if it's no longer usable, there's that risk. And so I have to unfortunately rush through this content. So I'm doing content in parallel. I still am going to finish up the Digimon Pendulum Color series, and subsequently I have to quickly wrap up on my Vital Bracelet BE content, which includes the 3 remaining BE memories that I have, which is Digimon Adventure 02. There are 2 cards there, and then there's one more on Pulsemon, and that's just for Vital Bracelet BE. I still have the Demon Slayer content that I want to cover as well, and then there is the 3 DIM cards that are super long overdue, and one of them is Blitzmon's DIM from the Frontier EX set, right? So there are 3 there, Blitzmon, Checkmon, and Ferrymon. So I'm gonna have to do these content in parallel. So for now, there will be a bit of a staggering or alternating between these 2 logs, this and Pendulum Color, and after Pendulum Color is done, it will be alternating between Vital Bracelet BE and the old Vital Bracelet. I'm using my Digivice V for that. So yeah, it looks really worn out. You can tell it's very well used. Alright, so that I hope provides some context while you're staring down an old Vital Bracelet instead of the Digimon Pendulum Color. So in the next few logs, they'll be alternating between these. Hope it's not too disruptive for your viewership, but yeah, that's the only way to do this. Alright, so we have Choromon here on the device. Anyway, before we continue today's log, just have to say if you're a fan of Digimon or raising virtual pets, you've come to the right channel because I document every Digimon that I raise and I upload at least twice a week. So if you're interested in such content, go ahead and zap the like and subscribe button with Choromon and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. Alright, let's get down to today's log. We'll talk about profile later since we already have the Digimon on the screen. Let's check out its sprite. Let's see. There is not much to do when you are baby Digimon like Choromon on the Vital Bracelet. On the Vital Bracelet, when it's a baby Digimon, it's just it moving around, just bobbing in the screen when it's awake. I think if you try to simulate some steps, there isn't gonna be much activity there. I can shake more, but I don't think there'll be a walking animation. I don't think there is one for Vital Bracelet itself. Yeah, can I simulate it running? There's no training animation for a baby Digimon. Training only starts when you're in the rookie stage. So you see, if you click mission, which is your training, there is nothing you can do there. I'm not gonna do storage. Alright. Yeah. So there's not. Oh, this is running animation. Right. We triggered the running animation. At least you got that. Right. Oh, what do you know? So there's running, and there's that idle animation that we've seen. Idle was what we've seen earlier. There's also a sleeping animation. We can trigger that by pressing these two buttons. That's his sleeping animation. That's Choromon sleeping. Looks cute. Really small though. Can hardly see much. But yeah, the mouse is sleeping. Right. And that's it. That's it for its animations. We have its walking, awake, and then it's running, and then it's sleeping animation. And that's it. That's it for its animations. And let's take a closer look at its profile. Alright, so let's check out its profile, Choromon. As usual, we start with etymology and origin of his name. For Choromon, Choromon is derived from the Japanese word choroi, meaning easy. That's interesting, I never knew that. There's also Choromon, but I guess that was one of the earlier names that was probably in another iteration of Choromon. But there seems to be not much notes on when this dub name of Choromon was given. But yeah, the updated name on Digimon.net is Choromon, not Choromon. But if it's Choromon, apparently there's a different meaning to that name as well. Metal is obviously metal. Koro is the Choromon series, so it's a metal version of Choromon, Koro, which means rolling around. But anyway, that name is not adopted, so interesting. But Choromon would have been quite cute. Anyway, Choromon also has some additional notes under Wikimon.net. So Choromon's shape seems to be based on an optical mouse, its eyes representing the photosensors used to detect movement. So that's cool. That's a very interesting note, because when Choromon first debuted, it was in the Metal Empire series on Digimon Pendulum. That was also the time when, in 1998, when proliferation of computers were there, for most commercial use. A lot of households had personal computers, so the personal mouse did look like this, right? So that's quite cute, based on the optical mouse that we used to use back then, and the tail is kind of like the wire. It's an interesting note, very, very cool. Let's look at its profile on Digimon.net. It's a super small machine Digimon with red eyes that act as photosensors. Choromon's constant restless movements make it seem very cute, but these are just reactions to bright light brought on by simple programming, meaning it will cease function in dark places. Electricity will lance off the top tip of its tail when it is in a good mood, for reasons that are unknown. It uses its move jamming powder to emit metal particles and temporarily confuse its enemy's AI. It then takes advantage of this temporary confusion to flee from the enemy. So that's quite cool to see this Digimon having such a interesting kind of defense attack. So like I mentioned, Choromon's debut was in Metal Empire. That was also when Digimon Pendulum baby series start to have a lot of the in training Digimon start to have more defensive powers, and they are a lot stronger than just the baby Digimon that we see in version 1 to 5, so which are practically defenseless, right? In this case, they have some kind of defense mechanism to protect themselves, sometimes even cause certain level of damage to their, aggressors. So that's quite cool to know, and very interesting, very consistent with the observation of all the folder continent Digimon babies, right? So it's so nice to see Choromon here, and its artwork looks cute. It's interesting because we are going to have the Wave 2 Digimon Pendulum coming up, so it'll be nice to see Choromon in Digimon Pendulum Metal Empire when it's in its colored version. So it'll be nice to see 16 by 16 pixel. Kind of weird that I happen to also cover the Frontier EX DiM at this time, but unfortunately, like I said earlier in the log, it's not because I want to do it this way, but I have to kind of raise all these virtual pads in parallel because of the Vital Bracelet Arena's shutdown. So I don't know what remaining functions there will be, and unfortunately that means I have to quickly raise Digimon on these DIMs just in case the remaining offline functions are not gonna be great for raising Digimon. And I have a lot of these vital potions anyway, vital drinks anyway, so this will be great to just use them in case in the future it's not usable, so that'll be quite wasted. So anyway, that's the reason why I'm doing this in parallel. I hope you don't mind. This means that the video uploads will be very slightly weird. We'll be seeing some coming from Digimon Pendulum Color, and then Vital Bracelet, and then subsequently there'll be Vital Bracelet BE staggered with Vital Bracelet. So yeah, I hope you are okay to follow, and it doesn't get too messy for the viewers, but unfortunately that's the only way for me to be able to proceed and complete some of these DIMs in time before the app shuts down. So as usual, we are done with profile. Let's look at evolution conditions on humulos.com. That's my favorite site. I'm changing the format a little. Like I mentioned, I won't be using the app that much because I prefer the newer format that I've been using for Digimon Color Pendulum, and I will continue it this way. So yeah, let's look at humulos.com. It has evolution conditions, everything that you need. That's my go-to website because that's the reason why I'm able to raise Digimon for Vital Bracelet BE, Digimon Color, Digimon Pendulum Color. Everything I need is there. So if you're ever stuck trying to raise a Digimon, go to humulos.com. But in case humulos.com is not going to help much for Choromon's evolution conditions because there's no evolution conditions. It just evolves from nothing. It's hatched. So as you can see here, there's nothing much there, right? So just hatch it and you'll get Choromon, right? And that's it for its evolution conditions, and that's it for the log for Choromon. If you haven't already, please go ahead and zap the like and subscribe button with Choromon's jamming powder, and turn on all notifications turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. I have playlists for Vital Bracelet BE, Digimon Color, Digimon Pendulum Color right here, so please feel free to check them out. Otherwise, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.